Asymmetric Negotiations. Chief Negotiator Boral looked down at the runt of an anthropologist. He smelled nervous, perhaps anxious. The humans appear to be a very intelligent species, capable of deceit, of course, but they value truthfulness, the runt stammered.
Their ship is mangled. We've extracted all relevant scientific data from it. Why would they demand its return?
Boral asked him. They have attachment to objects and individuals. They may be requesting it to bury the dead. Or even, as a curious species, they may wish to simply know the cause of failure.
They likely wish to show strength to an adversary, demand something unnecessary to show their position to make such frivolous demands.
They defeated our rapid response ships in less time than it takes a victorious warrior to spray a mark on his slain foe,
offered the delegation member from the War Academy.
We should not have shot down their research vessel,
he added, a bit wistfully.
What's done is done,
Boar growled at the coward.
The Emperor won't like it,
another commented.
We'll ask something in return then. Let us have one of their people, so that the Emperor may hold a sacrificial feast. Someone with status. A leader, perhaps, Boral told his group.
My lord, they will never accept such a demand. It is a great taboo to eat an individual in their society, said the runt with a sour smell of fear.
You told me there are many billions of the humans. We ask but one.
Boral almost laughed at the idea. I know it's out of my position, the anthropologist said timidly, but they will certainly go to war over such a thing.
We won't survive a war with the humans,
someone in the back of the group protested.
Tell them we ask for a high-level diplomat to attach to the Imperial family, and then eat him after their fleet leaves, offered another diplomat.
They'll smell the lie.
Boral rebuked him, and the rest of the delegation members grunted in agreement. My lord, actually, I don't believe they can detect scent. The anthropologist looked at Boral's feet while talking.
They have olfactory sensors in their noses, don't they?
Boral chastised the runt. Of course, but they're undeveloped. They may only detect the very strongest of scents, and they don't seem to use the scent of smell in communication at all.
They have no ability to smell,
Boral said slowly, turning the odd idea over in his mind.
Yes, well, we will offer back their ship only if they provide the sacrifice. We'll simply say we request a suitable guest to stay with the Imperial family. But to be safe, hide your scent markers. Put on a gambler's smell.
Boral chuckled at the thought of scoring a human sacrifice for his emperor. It may take the sting out of the sudden and complete defeat of their ships.
Very well. Let's meet these humans now.
Admiral Kamado liberally sprayed on her most expensive perfume after the negotiations were complete, and was more than a little annoyed at having to forgo it on the account of offending the arrogant creatures that have been dissecting her late nephew's research vessel for the last month. Still, she was going to do what she promised her brother, bring the boy home for funeral. She sat down in her office just after the command ship's bridge and looked at her delegation team.
Their only demand was that we find a diplomat to assign to their emperor. Who's that going to be?
I don't think we should find anyone at all, offered up a short, round-faced xenobiologist.
And why is that?
Kamado turned to the man, who had been flown specially to her by Fleet Command. Did you notice how the head of their delegation's complexion flushed blue when he told us the details of the assignment? Kamado nodded to him.
Yeah, and the others went blue too. What about it?
Well, Our studies show that they flush blue when they're lying, or at least trying to hide something.
You're telling me these creatures change color when they're lying?
Kamado couldn't believe what she was hearing. I've studied these creatures in detail. They have a specimen on Coruscant, and there's no doubt about it. A red flush means they're angry, similar to our own, but more pronounced. They always turn a bit blue when they're lying. And that delegation, they turned into a bunch of blueberries.
Seems like the kind of thing they would hide. It's a little bit too obvious. I can't believe they'd lie boldly to our face.
Actually, Admiral, we believe they're colorblind, said the xenobiologist with a wry grin.
Are they now?
Kamado pressed a comms button on her desk.
Commander, arrange another meeting with the enemy.